Yeah, so today we're going to be looking for gold with a gold pan. I've never done it before. They just got gold pan. We're going to be trying it out. I got this connects to a pond. This river connects to another pond. And there's another creek that connects to that pond. So we're going to be trying to get over there. I also got a chest mount. So, with better camera angle. Alright. There we go. Ride the dirt bike over there. Alright, so I got the pan here. And that's the pond. There's a creek connected to that. And I'm going to be walking around there, trying to find a spot. So, here's how I get my dirt bike back in here. Because there's, like, these ferns are literally up to my chest. Almost. So, it's going to be a journey. The nice thing is, there's these beaver trails. And makes everything so much easier just to travel on. Oh, speaking of beaver trails, there's a beaver out there somewhere. I heard it. Mosquitoes aren't too bad. Not too bad. Pretty hot out. So, you'd think they'd be bad, but they aren't. Another beaver. Oh, you see that? Beaver. Right there, son. There's all those trees. Walking right past the beaver hut. So, there's 3 beavers already. That's the... Oh my god. These ferns are, like, impressive. Over here. Another beaver. They're pretty active today, I guess. Mosquitoes aren't bad. It's the deer flies that come out now. Oh, got one. Yeah, with all these ferns, you can't really see where you're walking. So, you could be, like, fall very easily. Alright, so, kind of made it to the general area. But the bad thing, there's all these prickly plants, like the purple one. So I gotta get around them, because they kind of hurt. Ooh, and there's water. There's some frogs in there. Okay, so I found something. This is just a beaver trail. This does not connect to the pond at all. That's the pond. Definitely frogs in here. Alright. Now we just gotta keep walking. Hope. Don't like fall in or something. Yeah, that does not look too good. Looks like you're gonna fall in there. I'm gonna go around it. Some of these ferns are as tall as me. And I'm 5'8". So, I remember in the winter, me and a couple of my buddies walked across that log because we didn't want to step on the ice. It wasn't really in the winter, it was more so spring. But, oh, that's a frog. But, minnows, that's good. to step in that. I want to make sure I can get it. Oh, that's pretty deep. Step on this tree. Move over here to this tree and keep moving. Huh. Finding gold is not an easy task. Maybe that's why it costs so much. I haven't checked gold in a little bit. The last time I did, it was at like 4,000, over 4,000. So, well, actually, take it back. Last time I checked, gold was probably at like 3,000 something. Cause that's when everything went down. Ooh, there's a stick there. Huh. Now the hard part is just finding where this pond gets its water from. Because, no, that ain't fine. So, the sweatshirt was a bad idea. Because I'm wearing a sweatshirt. It is so hot out. You gotta be real careful walking on this stuff. You can fall in real easy. You never know when it can just like drop. I remember I came back here one time and there was a creek leading into this pond. So I don't know. Haven't found that creek yet, but it's here somewhere. Maybe. I don't know. Last time I came here was like quite a while ago. Like I said, in spring. Isn't that long, but like it's long enough where stuff could change. Probably should have brought a shovel so that like dig it up and put it into the sifter. I don't even know what it's called. I can see water over there. So I'm not deep enough. Okay. There's more water. It's not moving though. Kinda want to move. Wow. Whoa, sticks. Okay. So that must be part of the pond. So I'm gonna figure out how to get over there. Alright, so kind of scratched that idea. I think I'm just gonna go to a little easier spot to get to that has moving water. And because like I ain't seeing no moving water over there. I was really kind of hoping there was, but there's not. Alright, so would not recommend going through anywhere that has those purple plants because there were bees. There were a lot of bees. I was gonna start recording, but I didn't for reasons that should be self-explanatory. There were a lot of bees. I didn't get stung though, so that's good. Now I'm gonna head to a different spot that I think might be something. Alright, so this is what I had to go through to make it. Those purple plants that had the bees on them are very prickly too. They went through my skin. These are like very tough plants. Ferns or it's like fungus. You could probably make a hideout on Alright, so we made it there. Oh, marble. And this is the river, creek. So let's come here. Well, I was here in more of spring, and the water was so high. This wasn't even here. This was a pond. And now it's a little creek. It is also very mushy. So like, sort of sinking. This is where we trap minnows. But that stuff's not good enough. Find gold. Want to look for black dirt. And if you're on this muck, look for trees probably. You don't fall through. Made a little bridge over there. You can see that little stick. And there's a bridge. Here, there's just dirt, kinda. I made this river, kinda. Now, it shouldn't be deep, too deep. All right, so I'm gonna start looking for gold. All right, so got a pan and mud. I'm not really sure how to do this, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of dirt in the middle, big rock. Alright, so this is going to be a little bit harder than I thought. I'm going to have to find a little bit better dirt. Or, I don't even know. This is like, you were a prospector back in like the gold rush, it just sucked. Unless you could find like a big piece of gold. I'm not even finding anything cool. I'm finding like quartz, if that. So the motion that I'm doing with this is, it doesn't even have to be circular. Just lets the rocks like do its thing. And the way that these things are made is because gold is a lot heavier than any of your average rocks. So it would sink right to the bottom of this. And it'd get stuck in the like hole there. And it wouldn't fall out. Well, it would fall out if you did hard enough, but gold has a pretty unique color. Should be able to see it. And I'm gonna do a little bit more off camera, but yeah. All right, so I probably did that for another 20 minutes, and I didn't find anything. I didn't find any copper. UP is known for copper and like iron ore. Well, I didn't even find any of that, so might do another video, might not, but see you next time.